right here, this is what I call area number 1. Okay, so that goes up to the front yard. And let me show you, we're going to walk around back here. I'll show you how it works. So here's the gate that we just came through. And here's the gate that goes up to the front yard. So I can just close this gate across that way and keep the goats out of the front. So if I have to go places, I've got to go to work, I'm going to get deliveries, I just keep them out of the front. So the idea is paddocks are areas that are separated where you're supposed to rotate the goats. They call it rotational grazing. So this area right here, this is area number 1. So this is area number 2. This whole area here. So there's a gate right here that we can close to keep the goats out. Just pull this one over. The way I do these gates too works out pretty well. If you've got a chain link gate like this with one of these handles, then you can just put a regular old T-post and the handle just closes real good to it. So it's good and strong, easy to deal with. So you can tell this used to be the bottom of the gate. I turned it over, so now the rusty part's up here and the new part's down on the bottom. That gate was rusty when I got it. So area 1, area 2, and area 3. So area 3 is the largest. There's a gate right here. It's a pretty big gate, 6 foot. It gives me enough room to get the lawnmower in there. So I can close this gate all the way to here, and I use this little clip thing right here, and I just clip it onto the panel right there. I have to push on it because see how it doesn't line up anymore? Well, whenever it rains, I have to come and straighten it up. And the reason why is because all the goats come in here and they rub on the fence. I mean, just one after another. There'll be 5 goats all doing it. So they push this over. Typically, I can just push on it hard enough. It's not a big deal. Now, clip this clip right here so the goats don't push the gate closed. So area number 3, that's this one. And we'll walk back here. I'll show you area 4. So this back here is area number 4. So these are the 2 cattle panels I'm going to use. This panel here, this panel here. But this space back here is area number 4. So the concept was going to be that I would build a corridor. So there's the goat barn right there. And I was going to build some sort of a corridor this way to be able to control the goats, whether they can eat in area 2 or 1, 3, or 4. But I found that it may work if I have 100 goats and I'm here all day long, where I can move them where I want them. And you can move them twice a day if you want. They call that intense rotational grazing. But when I'm working, I don't have time for all that stuff. And if I keep the goats several days in one area, then I have a problem with more weeds. So see, this is a goat weed. Goat weed is something they won't eat, but they will eat these little white things on the end of it. So they'll spread it, but they won't eat it. But when you get something that's brand new, it just sprouts out of the ground, they might nibble off the green because it hasn't developed. Now, it depends on what it tastes like, if it's bitter or not. But you can see this grass is doing extremely well now. I gave up all that rotational grazing business. That might work for somebody else, but around here where I live, it's not for me. All right, so I'm gonna go get the golf cart. We're gonna take these 2 cattle panels down. we're going to haul them up and use them for another project at the house. Okay, let's roll up in here. So you see how the sun is coming in? So I'm going to park the golf cart in such a way that the shade is all the way across. See? Now the shade's all the way across everything on the inside. We're going to grab these two panels right here. So we're going to get our cutters. And all we have to do is cut wire. We may even have it easier. Oh, we don't even need to cut the wire. So it looks like I've got it rigged up with these twist wires. So let me grab my gloves and we'll untwist everything and get her rolling. We won't even need to cut. Those are the wires I was telling you that I reuse all the time. So I'll start by taking off this bottom wire so this one keeps it from falling on my head. So just undo this. I have a couple of wires here because I was using these for the other panel that goes across that way for a gate. Let me undo both of these first. Let's put these down here. Now this is the main wire. Fits just right around the T-post, so we'll just reuse it later. Put it in our pile. Go ahead and get this top wire here. Okay. So I'll get this top wire here first, because that one still has a top wire over there holding this panel up. And this one has a top wire in the middle, so I'm going to grab these ones on the end here. So you see how this one, the rod that slides is on this side. So I want this thing to lay over that way so I can drag it out. And when I take this wire, uh-oh, there's an extra. Now when I take this wire off, this panel is going to lay down. See, this panel is in front of this other panel. So this one lays down first, then we'll lay this one down and slide it on top of this one. Sometimes the grass can be growing up in it. Well, it is too. Ugh, good grief. Alright, we're going to have to come back, put these wires over here. So if the grass is growing in it, it's easy to just start on one end. There we go. All right, there's that one. Now this one. This one's going to be a little more difficult because the ground is hard. And you see this ants built here. So this may be a struggle on this one. Let's see. No problem. Now, being that we have the rods that slide on the bottom, it'll just slide right up onto this other one. There we go. Now let me back the cart up and I'll show you how we hook onto it. That's where we want to be. Let me turn the cart around and back up to it. Okay, so where we need to be, put the brake on. Go ahead and set us up for the next time to go forward. So we grab our little strap right here. This is our everything strap. So you hook this side onto this little thing right here. That's the side with the buckle. Then you put the other part under and hook it. You can pull it tight if you want. Now, just take the leftover strap and just lay it on top of that panel, and we'll roll up out of here. See how it's pulling behind us? Just drag it like this all the way to the house. Gonna make sure it doesn't catch on these posts and on that gate. It's doing good. I'll pull it far enough ahead so that I can get past that gate and drag these panels up here. You know, right when I get here, the dog's got to get in the road. He just has to do it. Isn't that right, big boy? Now, see, he's not going to know about those panels behind me. He's going to try to follow me. He's going to get tripped up. Happens every time. There's no choice. If I stop, he's going to stop. I just have to go slow and wait for him. Because if he tries to get behind me, he's going to get tripped up on those panels again. Our goal is to get to that shade. Okay. My goodness. Alright. He wants to hang out and be a part of things. He wants to keep an eye. Make sure what's going on. Now, we just undo our little hooks right here. Now we're done with that. Now, we're going to take these panels, we're going to put them over there and over there. We're going to move the goats into this area right here on the east side. So I have a couple of these pre-made wires that I reuse. And we're going to take these over there, put the panel on against the truck there, and kind of get it ready. And grab this panel. It doesn't take much to keep the goats out. It's mainly just one little goat, and I don't think she's going to cause a trouble. But you never know. The little goats like to jump on cars, and it's usually the boys. Right now we don't have any young boys, so probably no big deal. But if she was to get in there and jump on the car, it would only take one time to get a bunch of goat hoof prints all over the hood. There's that. Now I need an extension right here. So I've got my extension over here. I'm going to save this one. I'm going to use these other two here. Now that will help it stand up. Now we just need to put this panel, we're going to have it curved and ready. We've got our other panel over there, we need to finish working on it. In fact, I'll just leave this one here for now. Give her a little curve, and it stands up by itself with that curve. Move this one over there and we'll be ready. Now we've got a big curve on this and a big curve on that. So we can put the two together and they'll stand up by themselves. Move this a little more like this. Okay. That'll work. Well, the goats seem to have found their way out here to the east side, so that's a good thing. Enjoying all the good grass over here. Are you enjoying the grass, Cookie? Are you enjoying the grass? All right. So we got the goats eating on the east end of the backyard today. They've been over here for actually about 4 days. So they're gonna mow and weed eat. It's kind of like having a landscape crew. So you see how she gets down on her knees to get every little bit of grass that she can get. All of them do that. It's pretty cool, huh? Mow and weed eat. They're not free lawnmowers. You gotta feed them.